talk about how to listen to your own inner voice instead of always listening to what everybody else expects of you and what everyone else wants you to do. So for me in my life, I figured out that everybody always has an opinion on what you're doing, and people always talk about you, always judge you no matter what you do. So you might as well do what you want to do. So the first step is to find out what you really want to do and what's really like your magic, kind of. And the way you figure out what is your magic is if you take a step back and think about what you enjoyed as a child. What made you happy as a child? Did you like to dance? Did you like to sing? Did you play soccer? Did you love having a good time with your friends? Did you like baking or you enjoyed cooking? It's really different for everybody, but like the one thing that made you smile and made you happy as a child is probably also going to make you happy now, because it's like what you truly want and what you're truly connected to. So if you like dancing as a child and you didn't dance for a really long time, you can just like sign up to dance classes and see if you still have a connection to dancing, if you're talented, if you're good at it, or maybe if it's more than that, maybe you can even make this hobby your job and teach other people how to dance later when you're better at it and when you feel more comfortable with it. So that's number one, to find out what you really want. And the first step that I told you is connecting to your inner child, but there's other ways to figure out what you really want too, because not only what you did in your childhood tells you who you really are, but also what you like to do now. So for example, you work like 5 days a week and then you're always looking forward to the weekend, because then you can do your hobby, which is painting or drawing or whatever makes you happy, and you really look forward to that and you wish you could have more time to just do that. So the second step, once you connected with your inner child, is to find out what you love now and do that more. So if you only do it on the weekend, try to find some time, maybe in the morning or in the evening, to enjoy that more and see if you invest more in it, like more time, if you get better, and maybe you can also do that kind of hobby professionally. And yeah, so that's step 2, to find out what you like now, see what you like when you're most alive, when you're the happiest, and do that particular thing more. And then step 3 is to find out what you want for your future, like what is really important for you. It's not only about the hobby, it's not only about what makes you happy or what you're good at, but also what kind of life do you want to live? Is it really important for you to travel a lot? Is it important for you to have a lot of time for your family so you can be there for them? And then maybe you work remote but you stay in the house so you can be there with your family, or maybe you love to be in the office because you're more productive there, so then an office job is really good for you. Or maybe you already figured out that you can't sit still, that you always have to move, so then an office job is not the perfect thing for you. And those things sound really simple. It sounds like it's really easy to do that, and you may be wondering why I tell you those things when they're so obvious and easy. But nowadays people don't really do what they want to do or what they feel most connected with, but they do what brings the most money or what sounds the best when they talk about it, or they do what other people tell them to do. So maybe you already figured out that you cannot sit still and that you don't enjoy being in an office every day, but you still have an office job. So it's time for you to change that, because if it doesn't make you happy, then it's not for your life, right? So those are the 3 basic steps that I recommend you if you want to listen to your own voice more, to connect to your inner child, to find out what you like to do now, and then also to find out what you want your future to look like. And then if you connect all those 3 things, you get closer to your goal every day, and then you can write a plan, you can write about what you want to achieve, like what is your plan for the future, where do you see yourself. It's not about where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years, it's more about what environment do you see yourself in general, what environment makes you glow, in which environment you feel accepted the most, and that's the environment you should aim for being there more, because it's not a good choice to be in an environment that makes you feel uncomfortable, makes you feel anxious. So yeah, you should change that. And that's the 3 basic steps that I just told you, but there's more to come. So that's just the first video about how to connect to your true inner self more, and also about how to connect to your inner child more. See you next time.